Welcome back to Race Mountain Speedway for the scariest tournament of the year. It's the Halloween Elimination Tournament. We've got 24 Halloween-themed cars ready to battle it out on the track. Joining me in this tournament from the Underground Racing League is none other than 2D.
Let's get this thing going. I've got some money on that Cadillac hearse.
Normally I would say that would be a safe bet, but with the Elimination Tournament rules...
What the?
Well, if that's an indication of things to come, that's certainly not a good sign. Let's go over the rules. Cars will be eliminated if they end up on their roof or side before they pass the finish line. If you pass the finish line, you're safe. Starting on lap 2, the last place driver will be eliminated until we have one winner.
Man, these rules are pretty harsh. It's like a Diecast Survivor.
This certainly is a scary tournament. At any moment, any one of these drivers could be out.
Let's see who we've got in the lineup today. Up first is Annabelle Babylonia, driving in the Cadillac hearse. He'll be driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
Next to him is Mr. Meeseeks in the Ratmobile.
I don't like rats.
Yes, we know. He'll be driving for Mr. RSX.
Andrew Nixon will be the second driver in this heat for 3D Botmaker Racing. His car is bad to the bones. It's a stone cold funny car.
We've got another driver for Mr. RSX. It's Nani driving in the Croc Rod.
Where does the driver even sit inside of that thing?
I have no idea.
One of my personal favorites, the Skull Crusher, driven by Zach Gearlings. He's driving for Jack, John, and Katie Racing.
If you're a fan of canines, Samuel Ace is driving in Rig Dog. He's the third driver for Mr. RSX. Annabelle Babylonia and Mr. Meeseeks will be leading us down in the first lap.
I thought that Rig Dog was orange.
It's a color changer, so I'm guessing it's a little cold right now.
Annabelle Babylonia in the lead around turn 1.
Andrew Nixon in the Stone Cold Funny Car pulls ahead. Meanwhile, Zach Gearlings tries to pull into second, driving in that Skull Crusher. He ends up in third.
And there goes that Ratmobile. I was really hoping he would wreck.
Well, it looks like everyone is safe on this first lap. Nani and Samuel Ace stuck over there on the second turn. On the second lap, however, the eliminations will begin.
Take a look at Zach Gearlings. He moves up from 5th place into 3rd and tries to pass into 2nd before getting blocked by the hearse.
Impressive driving. The one place you don't want to be in on this next lap is last place. So getting yourself up to the front of the pack is a good strategy. Andrew Nixon and Annabelle Babylonia will be your front row going into lap 2.
Both of them are driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
Here we go with the first elimination lap. Annabelle Babylonia pulling way out in front in that hearse.
That's my guy right there, getting it done.
That hearse looks very fast. It was the number 1 in qualifying, and you can see right here just why that is.
What happened to Zach Gearlings? Oh no.
Zach Gearlings had moved his way up to 3rd place, but he falls back to 6th place. That means Zach Gearlings will be our first driver
eliminated. Oh man, I hate to see that Skull Crusher go.
Yeah, it's a great Halloween casting. We've got 5 drivers left. Rig Dog right now is in danger being in 5th place. I just don't know if that old mutt has what it takes to be able to pass anybody.
Well, he certainly had a dog of a qualifying run with a DNF. Nani's made it into 2nd place in that Croc Rod, right behind Annabelle Babylonia and the hearse.
The hearse wrecks, but he recovers. Wow! Would you look at that? It was almost lights out for Annabelle Babylonia driving the Cadillac hearse.
I'm telling you, that guy has some paranormal activity going on in that car. He goes way too high in the turn, lands on his roof, and just rolls back over, and he's still in 1st place.
That is absolutely unbelievable. Talk about luck.
Unfortunately, it looks like luck has run out for Samuel Ace, driving in Rig Dog.
Rig Dog coming in last place on that lap, which means he'll be
eliminated. Where's that truck taking those cars anyways?
I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't want to find out. We've got 4 cars left. The hearse and the Croc Rod are in the front row.
Annabelle Babylonia looking strong in that caddy hearse. He's way ahead, he just needs to be careful on those turns.
He took a much safer approach that time. I think he learned his lesson from that last lap. You do not want to tempt fate on this track.
Race Mountain is a cruel mistress. And here comes that Ratmobile again. How is he still here?
Nani gets stuck over on turn 2 in the Croc Rod, and it looks like Andrew Nixon in the Stone Cold Funny Car is out.
It looks like that's the bottom line for Andrew Nixon.
Let's take a look at the replay. He was already trailing in the back of the pack, hit the inside wall, and ended up on his roof.
A tough break for Andrew Nixon. He was actually in first place after the first lap. Eliminated.
And then there were three: the Caddy Hearse, the Ratmobile, and the Croc Rod.
I expected to see the Caddy Hearse still here, but I did not expect to see that Ratmobile or the Croc Rod.
Here we go, we've still got 2 elimination laps to go. The Croc Rod and Hearse side by side. Nani takes the lead going into turn 2.
The Caddy Hearse is on his tail.
And a very close race there between Nani and Annabelle Babylonia.
And look who it is.
I know you must be happy about that.
Mr. Meeseeks in the Ratmobile is out.
I'm honestly surprised he made it this far.
Look how close that race was going into the first turn. Some contact there between the Hearse and the Croc Rod. I'll tell you one thing, I sure wouldn't want to see a hearse like that chasing me down the track.
Yeah, that would be a scary sight to say the least. Although what may be even scarier is what's about to happen to Mr. Meeseeks in the Ratmobile.
Eliminated. That truck gives me the creeps.
And here we go, this is what it all comes down to. A one-on-one race between Nani and Annabelle Babylonia, the number 1 and number 16 seed.
Oh, no.
And the Caddy Hearse is wrecked. Nani drifting down the track. And we have our first winner in the Halloween tournament. Nani driving in the Croc Rod for Mr. RSX.
Oh man, I just lost some sweet cash.
Well, hold on there. Remember, Annabelle Babylonia has one of the fastest track times in this tournament so far, so he may actually get a second chance at getting into the finals.
I sure hope so. Is there any way I can go back on the website and change my pick?
No, you can't do that.
Not even for me?
No, not even for you.
Hey, are those guys supposed to be outside of that van?
It really is a madhouse here at Race Mountain Speedway. Let's try to see what happened to that Caddy Hearse on the last lap.
He comes crashing down out of that first turn. If you look at it from this angle, he gets pushed up high over his center of gravity, and this time he was not able to recover. I too may not be able to recover financially if Annabelle Babylonia doesn't win this tournament.
How much did you bet on that car?
It wasn't really mine. I got it from Dave.
Well, I'm hoping the best for you and Annabelle Babylonia. And here's a look at your first winner going to the finals. Nani in the Croc Rod, driving for Mr. RSX.
You know, I wasn't really feeling that car when I first saw it, but I gotta say, it's starting to grow on me.
Is that because it's a winner?
Yeah, that must be it.
Coming up after the break, our second heat of cars takes the track. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, you're watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. It's the Halloween Elimination Tournament. Here's a look at the fastest lap time so far. Annabelle Babylonia with the fastest time of 4.569 seconds in the Cadillac Hearse, followed by TJ Earnshaw in Audacious. Nani moves up on the list into third with that 4.776 time in the Croc Rod. And then we have Race Off Jayasingh in the Chevy Stalker with a 4.811 second time. Keep in mind, if your car is eliminated but you have one of the fastest track times, you'll get a second chance at getting into the finals.
Let's take a look at the drivers in Heat 2.
Up first in the FTE Audacious is TJ Earnshaw driving for the League of Speed.
Next to him in the Duesenberg Model J 1931 is AB Thunder G driving for Big Poppy Racing.
Going back to the second row, we have Axel Kudan driving in the Double Demon. He'll be driving for Mr. RSX.
You don't want to land on top of this next car. It's Mayor driving in Berserk. He'll be the second driver in this heat for Mr. RSX.
We've got another driver for Mr. RSX. It's Milena Hughes in Evil Weevil.
I scream, you scream, we all scream at the sight of scary clowns. It's Hunter Kovacs driving in the Treats for Creeps food truck. He'll be driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
You have any predictions for this race?
I don't really know, but I'm pulling for the ice cream truck.
It's going to be tough. He's starting all the way back in 6th place. TJ Earnshaw is one of the fan favorites driving that faster than ever Audacious. And look at how fast that thing is.
Holy smokes, that was fast.
That looks like that may have been one of our fastest laps. And in fact, it is a new tournament speed record. TJ Earnshaw with a 4.182 second time. That's going to move him from 2nd to 1st on the fastest lap times board.
And Hunter Kovacs is out on the first lap in the ice cream truck. I'm disappointed to see him go.
He'll be the first driver
eliminated.
TJ Earnshaw and AB Thunder G, the current leaders in this race. This is the 2nd lap, so the last place driver will be eliminated.
I think TJ Earnshaw and that Audacious may have secured a spot in the finals with that track time.
I can't imagine someone being that time. 4.182 seconds.
That's faster than the modified cars in the Underground Racing League.
And it's going to be the end of the line for Milena Hughes, driving in the Evil Weevil.
After Nani's win in the Croc Rod, I'm curious to see how many creature cars make it into the finals.
Well, that's going to be one less creature car.
What's a weevil anyways?
I don't know. It looks like a scorpion to me.
Well, either way, it's eliminated.
We're down to 4 cars left. TJ Earnshaw is the car to beat. So far, he's completely dominated every single lap of this race.
And there he goes, doing it again.
That car is scary fast. He just needs to keep it on all 4 tires.
So far, he's handling it pretty well.
He's smoking.
Wow, that's it. You know what? TJ Earnshaw for president in 2020. That's it.
I don't know about president, but it certainly looks like TJ Earnshaw is on his way to the Halloween Elimination Tournament Finals. No one is even coming close.
Well, there's one car right there that you don't want coming close. It's Mayor in Berserk, and he's going to be eliminated.
And then there were 3. Although the way this race is going, there might as well just be 1. I don't think AB Thunder G or Axel Kudan have a chance.
TJ pulls to the outside for some reason. Not sure if he's having trouble with that car. A lot of banging against the walls.
A lot of back and forth on the track, but he is still way ahead of the competition. And it looks like Axel Kudan will be our next victim.
There goes another creature car.
Axel Kudan was driving in the Double Demon, sponsored by Mr. RSX.
It's the end of the line, Axel. Your car has been eliminated.
This is it, only 2 left. It looks like TJ Earnshaw has this race in the bag, but we have seen upsets happen on the last lap.
Anything can happen on the track, but I really think this one is over.
It's do or die for AB Thunder G. He does not have a fast enough lap time to be safe.
Once again, TJ pulling way ahead.
Thunder G is falling behind.
He just needs to navigate this turn. Whoa!
TJ Earnshaw going very high in that turn, but he comes down safely, and he is on his way to the Halloween Elimination Tournament Finals.
TJ Earnshaw getting it done for the League of Speed and that faster than ever Audacious.
An incredible performance by that car. We brought it back from the FTE Fantasy Tournament, and it looks like it may be on its way to sweeping this entire series.
I'm a big fan of hatchbacks. I like the Audacious casting. Put some FTEs on it and some skulls, and you really got a winner.
Well, winning is something the League of Speed knows a lot about.
That's right, the League of Speed is tied for first place in the Underground Racing League, and right now they may be on their way to the top of the stock division in the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League.
We can't leave out the amazing driving by TJ Earnshaw. He kept that car fast and most importantly on all 4 tires the entire race. Here's a look at the tournament bracket. So far, Nani and TJ Earnshaw are your first 2 finalists.
I expected to see TJ on that list, but I did not expect to see the number 16 seed Nani in the Croc Rod.
That was definitely a big upset right there. We've got more racing coming up next week with round 1, heats 3 and 4. So make sure you keep it tuned right here on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League,
the home of Diecast Sports Action Racing.